Yeah, well, g'day. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. My name's Chris, and today I'm heading out on a well-worn track called Square Rock Trail. Been out here hundreds of times. It's one of my all-time favourite little walks in the ACT. Not in the Namadgi National Park. You're sort of just in a little separate spot next to Tidbinbilla, out near Corran. But yeah, we're heading out to Square Rock. We'll do both little lookouts today. There's the big one at Square Rock, and there's a little one that looks out above the rural valley, and we'll go and have a look there. It's not quite as good, but we'll go and have a look at that as well. But yeah, been out here plenty of times. It's one of my favourite walks. It goes through so many different little areas. It's not too strenuous. It's about 5 kilometres out, and then you turn around and come 5 kilometres back. But the end is pretty magnificent. It's a pretty dull day, but there's no fog. I was expecting there to be a bit of fog, and I didn't really care. I was just here for the walk today and go for a walk through the bush. But we'll probably get some views, even though there won't be blue sky, because the clouds are pretty high, which is good. You will also notice that I'm wearing a beanie. Getting into late autumn. It's in May now, so starting to get a bit cooler. We're in that little transition phase, so not quite jackets and gloves weather, but certainly not shorts and t-shirt either. And yeah, we are up in the hills a bit here, so it's a bit cold, probably 3, 4, 5 degrees, something like that. But yeah, not too bad, and it's quite still, so there's no wind. So going to be a nice little walk out through this bit of awesome Aussie bush. Let's get into it. That's so hole. Yeah, well, I'm about a kilometre in. As I drove into the car park this morning, I got here at dawn, and just as I pulled in, someone sort of rolled in directly behind me, which kind of sucks because they're ahead of me on the trail, which is fine for them. I'm happy for them, but they're gonna scare all the lyrebirds and all of the cool little things you get to see if you're the first on the trail for the morning. But on the plus side, any spider webs, they're copping them. Yellow-tailed black cockies somewhere. Terrible bit of video with the silhouette, but yeah, all cockatoos make a pretty interesting sound. Yeah, I'm about 1.5 kilometres into the hike, and yeah, that was an interesting little addition that they had at the trailhead with the little pump action disinfectant, which squirts a spray of disinfectant onto the soles of your feet. I haven't been out here for, like, the last time I think I was out here on this track was maybe about 4 months ago, and it wasn't in then. They had the little brush to keep all the mud, you brush to get rid of all the mud which might contain seeds. But yeah, little spray bottle is a new addition, which is pretty good. I'm glad they take some time and spend some money and resources on keeping these areas pristine, because let's have a look at it. Pretty bloody good. Yeah, it'd be a shame to have something introduced to this area that wasn't at all beneficial. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's keep going. Yeah, what are we? We're about 2.5 kilometres in. And this little patch we're coming up to now is called Smoker's Flat. And it's going to get a little bit breezy here, I think, because it's open. And the reason it's open, there's no trees, is because this is one of the handful of frost hollows, frost gullies in the ACT. So yeah, just coming up on it now. So this is a natural clearing. So what happens is the cool air pools here, and it gets so cold that the eucalypts can't germinate, so you get these natural clearings. Looks really pleasant, nice place to camp, but bloody cold. When I was at uni, I studied climatology for a semester, and we came out to one of these frost hollows and stayed on the fringe. You don't stay in one. And it got down to like -13, -14, and we had all sorts of experiments set up. It was really cool. We had humidity and temperature measures, obviously, and little candles with coloured smoke which sort of trailed the prevailing winds, and they come in from both angles, which is pretty cool. But yeah, about 9 o'clock at night, after it got down to that sort of temperature, it was reasonably mild everywhere else. A warm breeze came through, warmed it up to like -2 or something, so kind of ruined the experiment. We didn't know how cold it was going to get, but they do get bloody cold down here, cold enough to freeze trees, or to not let them grow anyway. Hey, that smoke is flat. God, it's peaceful walking through here. It's like you're the only person on the planet. Yeah, this is prime wallaby territory. Kangaroos tend to like big open sort of grassy areas. This is more wallaby country. Low brush and stuff. They're sort of a bit smaller. They can skip through all of the trees. And I've had a couple of them spring out from beside the trail and scare the living daylights out of me. Pretty cool. Yeah, they're the same colour as the trees, and they're small and they hide well. And then they get startled just as easy. And bang, I'm jumping in the air. This be the work of lyrebirds. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, how good's this? Square Rock, yeah. It's one of my favourite walks in the ACT. Like I said, it's pretty easy. You just sort of cruise along the top of a ridge. There's a couple of little hills, but nothing too drastic. And yeah, you just follow it along for 5 or so kilometres. Opens out onto this. Pretty breathtaking, even if there's no blue sky. The cloud line is directly at the same height as the hills on the other side of the valley. So that's pretty cool. Pretty bloody cold though. I could have done with some gloves actually. Don't think it's got up any warmer since I started. The other couple of people who started off ahead of me, they went to the Auroral Valley first, so they came up after me. But yeah, they'd never been here before, so that was pretty cool. Shame it wasn't sunny for them, but anyway. Yeah, I was going to finish my coffee and head back along the trail. 5k's home. Yeah, well, thanks once again for coming out on this little hike into beautiful Ngunnawal country. Pay my respects to First Nations people all over this wonderful country. Such a great place. Yeah, we're spoilt in Australia, and it's not by chance. A lot of people have done a lot of good things over the last 1,000 generations or so to keep it one of the most amazing places on the planet, and we get to enjoy it. So yeah, thanks for staying with me till the end. Until next time, stay safe. Brekkie.